All right, so here we are at KORL, which is Orlando Executive Airport. We're doing a pre-flight inspection. Say hello, Cassidy. And it's a little Cessna 140, 1946. I've been looking at these airplanes for the last couple of years because they're just really cool. Tail dragger, flies like a 150, but looks cooler on the ramp. Looks a little rough, you might think, but it's actually awesome because it was stripped. And now we can see the true condition of the metal. A lot of times it's hidden. So here we are doing the pre-buy inspection for this little guy. It's got a little, I believe it's an 0200 engine on it. Got to look at the logbooks. It's going to be probably, hopefully it's a 90 horse. Again, it's a tail dragger. It's been completely depainted. So they've gotten all of that out. So now we can see the condition of everything, and we're opening up all of the access panels so that we can see and take a look at the condition of this very old but vintage airplane. And it may look like it's bad, but it's actually really, really good condition because all that you're seeing is just paint, and there's a little bit of corrosion like right there, but it's surface corrosion on the steel. So the steel parts are basically these metal parts, the struts, and then the landing gear, and then some few components inside the airplane, but most of it is aluminum. These 140s are known to have fabric covered wings, but this one was laminated in aluminum, so it's an all aluminum, which is really cool. Cool for me because it's an easier painting process for me, at least in my opinion. And I am going to paint this. It's going to look pretty amazing when it gets painted. So we're just doing the pre-buy. Of course, I got friend Chris here. He works for United. Hey, Chris, say hello.
Hi.
So he works for United, and he's helping me with the pre-buy inspection. And looks like it's in really good shape. Upholstery is all brand new. The interior is all brand new for the most part. Now when they were stripping the paint, you can see they didn't protect the plastic, and so now all of that is marred and etched. In fact, it like melted. It melted. The stripper melted the metal, so this has to be replaced. But I was going to replace them anyways. And same with here. There's the fixed piece of plastic here, but we're going to turn these back into hinged so that you can open them up. And tires are new. Got new tires. Yep, got a new grommet that needs replacing. The engine looks like it's in really good shape. So this is the firewall. The firewall looks to be in really good condition. A couple of little paint chips that they put some corrosion X on it. Eventually, if I do buy this airplane, I'm going to restore it. So it's going to be, maybe, if I have the chance, to factory, better than factory new. So it'll be really all green on the inside, proper anti-corrosion material. And but I do want to fly it a little bit first. But everything is looking pretty good. We got Cassidy over here. She's putting all the access panels back. We did find some corrosion that needs to be addressed. There's some corrosion right here on the inside on this metal. And there's crossbars.
Which ones am I putting back?
So there's crossbars, steel crossbars, and of course they're steel. So that tends to rust. Aluminum doesn't really rust much. It doesn't rust at all. It just corrodes. But this is in really, really good shape.
This one doesn't fit.
You notice that haven't cranked up the engine just yet. We'll do that in a little bit. But the airplane is in really good shape so far. A couple cool jets happen to be here. Let's see, we got a Honda jet with the engines mounted on the wings with top-mounted nacelles, and then of course we got the Cirrus jet right next to it. So two of the most unique airplanes around are parked over here at KORL. We just checked out the tail. The tail is in really good shape. All of the control surfaces. We opened up these access panels right here. Everything looks great. No corrosion that we can tell. The only thing that I saw so far are these tiny little holes. Those are called stop drills. So when there's a crack that forms, we follow the crack to the end, and then we drill a little hole, and that hole should keep it from cracking more, except for on this side. This side, there's a little bit more that needs to be done, so we need another stop drill, and that should suffice, hopefully. So that's the airplane so far. So now we need to remove these pieces, and Cassie's going to help us with that. You're going to remove all of these screws right there along that side, because this allows us to actually look at one of the most important pieces of the airplane, and that's just right here.
It's riveted.
No, I know, but you take that one off, and this slides out. And what this does is, okay, you got to go a little bit tighter. Hold it in your hand. Hold it tight. I'm spinning this. Hold it. Now take it out. There we go. And so this is where we're going to find the most important part of the airplane, and that's where the spar attaches to the main, I guess, center section of the airplane. So this is what keeps the wings on. These actually just help the wings stay on for the most part, and they're attached to the leading edge and the trailing edge spar. But the most important is where they attach to the actual airplane. There's two sets of bolts that attach right there, so we're going to look at those. And look, there's a fuel sump right there. Just a little sump pump there. Now what's cute about this airplane is you got these little flaps. And most 140 drivers say that these flaps are pretty much meaningless. In the 120, which was the version right before this airplane, it's the exact same airplane, just the difference is the flaps. They didn't have flaps, but it's nice to do anyways. Nice to have them, just to go through the motions. Hold on a second. What's that? Okay, yeah. So we need to see that, and this should slide. Wait, don't bend it. Oh, okay, so go up. So here, I'll hold this. You're gonna go on the other side of the airplane. Go around, because you have to jump up. And then up there, you're gonna see a screw. Put your foot right here, if you can. There you go. And jump up over, and then there should be another 1 or 2 screws up there holding the top part. All right, so here we go.
That's just not even coming out. It's just twisting.
Twisting? Okay. So, yep. So there we've got a little blue thing right there. It's basically the fuel line. Okay. So here they are. So there's a bolt. That's fine. This is not a structural piece, but if I get the plane, I'll just replace it. Good thing is that another member of the club is he's a fabricator, an airplane fabricator, so he's gonna help me out. All the pieces of the puzzle coming together. Alright, so one thing that we're looking at here is the main attachment bolts. Yep. There should be at least 1 or 2 threads visible on the other side of the nut. These are nylocks. And on both sides we don't see that. We only see, looks pretty flush. Yeah. So maybe that's okay for this model of airplane, or maybe these bolts might be slightly the wrong size. Yeah, you got to look at that. But as far as the structural, they look solid. The aluminum looks like it's in really good shape. Yep. This is all superficial. All this gets cleaned up and polished out. Now that nut, that's supposed to spit. Yeah. So how do we see what it looks like underneath there? That's the question.
Well, you'd have to unhook here, and then you'd start turning
that out. Yeah.
But we'd want to mark it before, so that we can get it to the right size.
Yep.
Are these supposed to not have any safety wires?
So this nut is welded, right? And then the turnbuckle spins against the nut.
Correct.
That's
So
this is all one piece.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's generally how it is.
I'm just used to some safety wires.
Alright, so now we're checking the right side wing, looking at the access ports, looking for corrosion. What are we also looking for?
Corrosion, or mostly corrosion in here. but also for any wires, we're looking for security of the wires.
And what's the best fix for this, typically? I know.
So there's a plastic, I forget what it's called, but it essentially has an adhesive that you can stick to the wall.
Yep.
Or to the stringer, and then you've got a zip tie,
Yeah.
put through it and secure it.
You can actually get those at Skycraft.
I can't get.
We are lucky in Florida to have Skycraft. All the weird things.
I can't get that one.
You can't get it? You can't reach it, or you just can't get it?
Like I can get it.
Here, put this screw over there. At an angle. At a more an angle. Go real slow. There you go. Go ahead. Here, hold on. There you go. Never say never. Never say never.
Never say never. That's a song.
Hey, it is a song, yes. All right, so here, go ahead and film that. So this is an important access panel. This panel shows us a lot of different attachment points. It shows us the controls. Okay, yeah, it's sideways and stuff. But so it shows right here, see this? So this controls a very important piece of equipment. So that's our elevator. I mean, oh my God, aileron. Edit that out. That's our
Keep that.
aileron. And then, and so we want to make sure. So there's the cotter pin that you were talking about. See how you got that little cotter pin there that's bent to keep the bolt or keep. Yes.
Looks like
Keep focus on that.
Sorry, my hand is hurting.
All right. So here's another nylock, and here's a good example of a nylock that shows at least 2 or 3 threads, and that's what we want to see. Right. And then this is the same thing. This is the attachment, cable attachment to our aileron, and then these are the safeties that go along the sides. And so what we're looking for is, take control. So what we're looking for is for corrosion. We want to make sure that this is the trailing spar. We want to make sure that it looks like it's in good shape. No major corrosion in the spar. This is something that I'll probably end up doing as a project one day if I buy the plane, is take these and take that eyelet bolt and make sure that the integrity of that steel inside of here is still good. That's important because this is kind of like a life or death type of thing for the most part, at least having one of them on. And so that's kind of important. But everything else, there is some corrosion we found. So here we are, almost getting ready to fire up the plane at some point. We'll check the fuel systems. And that's it. Your prop.
Is the battery on?
Master on. Avionics off. There's nothing else. There's no other.
Did you pump it?
Yep. That's not even quick turning over. So we got the mixture in. Good. Avionics off. Like that's. Brake is on. RP, CAD Nothing else.
I think that's a bad battery. Listen, the whatever was spooling just spooled down. Oh wait, no, never mind. Turn the master
Turn the master off.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like.
Watch it. Alright, so master on. It's not very fast.
No.
I don't think
Yeah, I think that battery shot.
so. Let's do this. It's on, so we get in touch with the radio.
What year is this?
seems like there's no
What year is this?
46. We didn't touch it there.
No. There.
It's really weird.
Did you get it tightened down all the way? Watch out, watch. Ooh, no.
Not good.
I mean, you can see the compass changing.
Clear prop.
I can hear the
the
sound.
song. Frank,
So it's either
starter the song or the rudder.
Okay.
Cassidy, film this please.
I am.
Right here, just see what I'm doing. So the switch should not be triggering the relay in the back. So there's a bad switch. Clear prop.
Are you going to be able to turn it off?
we should be able to.
I hope so.
I think it's the starter switch.
The starter switch? That was the other thing I was thinking maybe.
I think when you did that, it stopped recording. I think my.
Ooh. Do we have the fuel shut off?
Oh, I don't know if that was in line. All right, watch out. Clear prop.
All right.
Whew.
All right, so we got a short in the panel. So when we go panel all the way up, we're not getting any lights. Well, we're getting very light lights, but it's tripping right there. See that? It's load dependent. So we got no lights. Bring up the intensity a little bit. You can see the lights. See my finger, and then it drips. So it's 5 amps, which means that either we have too much current drawing for some, or it might just be a bad breaker. The lights are coming on. Look at my finger.
They are coming on?
Yeah, look,
oh, yeah, I see it.
Very slightly.
Very slightly, yeah.
I thought you weren't supposed to push back in circuit breakers.
But if it trips twice, you're out. You can't fly with it. I mean, you don't need panel lights to fly.
Well, you did.
Well, we're not flying night. It's not into the radio. When the radio works, the NAMs come on. So, or radio, I should say. So the radio speaker, but I don't know where it is, so I don't think it's actually working. So we do have, that's working, and then the transponder is also working. Are all the lights on? I got all the lights on. So the one thing that is interesting is the amp meter stays steady for a while and shows the charge, the load, but then it just starts to flap back and forth. Not sure why. I'm gonna do the run up. So go back and do a run up to 18.
Tail nav lights on.
That's what I thought. Can we get a video of that?
Yeah, we'll take a video of the lights.
Alright, so we got our landing light, it's good. Nav. Got the bottom one right there. This one is not on. And we got this one.